Yeah, let's jump on in and do a little bit of commentary. 16 boards. Wow, I actually thought it was going to be 10. One of the main reasons I agreed to play. No, I'm happy to play if they really need someone to sub, but I generally don't like this event. I think that the field overall is fairly weak. Okay, but let's do some commentary for the thing. So, um, Vlodek Starkovsky and Michal Kwajcin, or Kwajcin, I don't actually know how to pronounce Polish names. Really strong pair from Poland. They play on the Seligman team, a sponsored team. Marty Seligman, a US sponsor. A diamond opening by North. So their one club would be Polish style. I actually don't know why North opened a diamond over a club here. Maybe it's a stylistic thing, like precision diamond you would open with the North hand. But because the one club opener in Poland can have a weak context, or a weak hand type, maybe that's okay to open a club. Hey, Babs. Good morning. So what's going on defense-wise? West got off to the wrong opening lead, but that's because partner overcalled a spade. Silly Ron, he should know not to bid suits, missing the top 3 honors. Spade, West discards a diamond, and Declare gets to rough and dummy. Tries to cash the club ace, so East can rough and pull a trump. Heart to the king. Ooh, West just plays back a trump. Now, I don't think Declare was ever going to be in danger of possibly going down, but it does look to me like they could have done a little bit better defensively. If West had figured out to switch to diamonds, that would kill the entry to the jack of clubs. East could rough, and then they would score at least an extra diamond. Oh, or maybe this also works. East was able to get in with the heart ace. But 8 tricks. It's imps, so, you know, not a big deal if Declare makes an over trick. All right, let's try and focus up for next hand. So one board down. I didn't actually come in for the auction, so I have no idea if this was like a normal spot to have ended up in. North opened a diamond, spade overcall. South bid 2 non-forcing hearts, which is interesting. I guess North-South are pretty likely in the other room to end up in a minor suit part score, and that's not good for them. This could be a huge win for Poland. Pass by East, diamond opener. Pass by West. North has a pretty big hand. Yeah, so behind me, there is table talk from the players. Players are able to like chat to each other at the table. So South is asking whether or not East-West one club opener promises 3. Could be relevant systemically for them if they play that over one club promising 3, then 2 clubs is Michael's, and over one club promising 2, 2 clubs is natural. Important question to ask. So diamond to heart, South decides to rebid 2 hearts. Not everyone's style, but with all the values concentrated in the red suits, despite only having 3 trumps, it makes some sense, especially if your partner can ask. What does North actually have? 19 opposite an opening bid. It's not the most amazing 19, but when partner shows diamonds and supports your hearts, the jacks of both of those suits become a little bit more relevant. So presumably North will start by asking whether or not South has 3 or 4 hearts with, say, 2 no trump or 2 spades. And I believe South is going to show a minimum with 3, or whatever their system is. South will show this type of hand. It's a nice diamond suit, but outside of that, it's a pretty bad hand overall. Are there any slams that make sense on the north-south cards? I mean, there are definitely slams that have play, and some might even make. Probably not. The king of spades being offside is too much of a problem for Declare. Okay, looks like we got a little bit of private answer. Obviously, players can private message each other so that they don't reveal anything to their partner, but it looks like 1 club probably promised 3 for East-West, and therefore 1 club, 2 clubs is a 2-suiter. I don't know if that means it's Michael's and that's just shorthand, or if 2-suiter could be any 2 suits or something, or maybe spades in another. Okay, what did 3 clubs show? 3 clubs showed 3 hearts. That's it. Gotcha. North decides not even to go investigate slam. Bids just 3-0. Seems like the right decision on the sly of the cards. I mean, I could definitely construct layouts where 13 tricks are coming home for north-south, but king of spades offside, king of hearts not falling doubleton. So he leads 4th best, or from his long suit, his spade suit. And Declare now has 5 diamonds, 2 spades, 2 clubs, and 3 hearts. This sounds like 12. It's all going to be about how Declare handles the heart suit, I suppose. But with hearts 3-3, there's just no issue. So ace of hearts. Heart to the queen. West can win the king and play back a spade. You know, it's worth thinking about whether or not West should have unblocked the jack of spades at trick 1. I believe the answer is yes. Partner could have started with ace 10-9. So it could be very important to unblock the jack here. Maybe more of a match point play than an imp play. You know, there's no way your partner has ace 10-9 6 the spades on this auction. Ace 10-9 5th. Declare would still have a second stopper in the suit. Ooh, 2 hearts went down 1 in the other room on the first board. I think cashing the 4 of hearts might have been a technical mistake. And obviously, the only thing Declare is concerned about is if diamonds are 5-1 or 6-0. But if you cash the 4 of hearts and East pitches a diamond, you don't actually know what to discard from dummy. Cashing the ace king of clubs first before cashing the 4 of hearts would at least offer you a chance to squeeze someone in the minors. And this is a distributional hand. We got 7-3-3 from South. It's a 10 count. I'd expect them to open a spade, but I could see them preempt at these colors. If we preempt a South, I feel like at this vulnerability, four spades is probably the right thing to do, but South does open a spade. So West has a bit of decision. 15, good 7-card club suit, decides to just overcall 2 clubs. Could have started with double, but these double auctions, especially after you're on the low end of your range, can get very awkward very fast, because your opponents might preempt in the suit that was opened, and then your partner might believe you have hearts. So I like the 2 club bid. East has a huge hand. He's going to bid 3 spades, splinter. Well, now South bids 4 spades. I like the 4 spade bid. I think South is feeling a little bit ashamed of the way this auction has gone. He would have preferred to have just opened 4 spades, knowing that this is the way things have worked out. But I like the 4 spade bid because he thinks the opponents are well on their way to making 5 clubs, and he wants to take up room. Also, on this layout, 6 clubs makes. Wow, West bids 6 clubs. Sorry, 7 clubs makes on this layout with the diamond roughing finesse through opener. So, South is just trying to get in the way of the auction. I'm not sure I like 6 clubs by West. East could, of course, have a similar hand type with the diamond king instead of the diamond queen jack, and regardless, we expect on this auction that South has the diamond king, so I wouldn't be that concerned. Yeah, I would be very concerned by West that we might be missing a grand. We have no spade losers, no diamond losers, and no trump losers. All we have to do is deal with 2 hearts, and partners turned up with no high cards so far. But 4 spades makes things difficult. I would definitely bid something other than 5 clubs or 6 clubs here with the West hand. But the preemption's tough. Alright, we'll probably see West unblock the diamond ace. Oh. That's a really strange line of play, given that South has opened the bidding. Yeah, it probably made more sense. Pull trumps, unblock the diamond ace, rough a spade over, take the roughing hook and diamonds to try and make your 13th trick. Kind of doesn't matter in an imp context, but maybe a little bit lazy. Board 4. So we'll see if East-West reach the grand in the other room. We'll see if South is able to preempt them out of it. Preempt them out of small slam even. If South opens 4 spades, I'm not sure what you're supposed to do as West. I guess you probably bid 5 clubs, but... And then is East gonna raise? Who knows? 2 passes around to East, opens a diamond. 14 count. South overcalls a spade on the good ace-king 5th. I could get behind a 2-diamond bid by West. I actually think 2 diamonds is probably a pretty reasonable bid on the West cards. You direct the opening lead. You take away a diamond cubid from your left-hand opponent. And the fact that West has 4 spades, it's a lot more likely that the opponents haven't found their fit yet. So you're kind of preempting the auction a little bit. And it's not like you're ashamed of having a 5 count over here. Would love to have a 4th diamond, but so be it. So North bids 4 spades. West gets off to a diamond lead. I really don't like the diamond lead. I think one of the opponents is coming down with diamond shortness. I would very much prefer to lead a trump from 4 small, cut down on any roughs in the north hand. Might not have mattered on this layout, but I would very much like to lead a trump, get in with the Diamond King, and lead another trump, if possible. Ooh. They did reach 7 clubs in the other room. Look at that. Let's see how they managed to get there. I mean, it looks like 4 spades is not going to have any trouble. Declare asking about the leading and opening leads and carding. So South did open 1 spade in the other room as well, not a spade preempt. Pepsi Cola over here in the West overcalled 2 clubs. We got a spade splinter. He was able to bid 4 diamonds key card, partner bid 4 no trump, and then he just bid 7 clubs. Yeah, I like the way that East-West bid in this auction. Then again, South didn't put them to the biggest test with that 4 spade preempt. This kind of goes to show why Quaichin here, really a strong player. He understood. I mean, he wasn't bidding 4 spades to make. His partner's a passed hand. The opponents are bidding stuff. He was just trying to get in the way, and 4 spades would have preempted the 4 diamonds key card. Now, I still suspect that given West was kind of planning to bid 7 clubs opposite the ace of hearts and out, that West was probably still going to bid 7 in the other room. They would have figured out a different way to find that information. So a little bit of hastiness from our young player in the West seat. Costs 13 imps. Seligman off to a big lead. So Declare does have at least a cross ref for 10 tricks. With the trump splitting 4-0, it is only going to be 10 tricks. West's 9-8-7 fourth of spades are getting promoted as Declare tries to cross back to hand with a heart ref. But no harm. Declare can win the jack of spades and then has a high cross ref for the last 4 tricks. So 4 spades made. Would it still have made if West got off to a trump lead? I think the answer is yes, although there's a bit of work to do. Declare can't really just pull 4 rounds of trumps and then set up the heart suit, ace king of hearts, and run the 10, because West will rough in. I'm not sure. A trump lead's definitely going to give Declare some issues, but 10 tricks might still be possible. North opens a no trump. They've got 17. It's not the most beautiful collection of 17 I've ever seen in my life, but they do have their full opening bid. 2 clubs. Some sort of like modified asking Stamen type. 2 hearts denies 4 spades. I assume it promises 4 hearts, but we'll have to wait and see. I think Seligman is the strongest, or, you know, maybe one of the top 2 teams that competes in these events regularly. I don't think I've ever seen them not compete in the event, and they have the same team. It's Marty and all the Poles. Two clubs alerted as doesn't promise a 4-card major. Not exactly a full system announcement, so hopefully we'll figure out what's going on as South continues bidding. I do wonder if they can find the 5-3 heart fit from here. or if they're just going to settle into 3 no trump. So South bids 3 clubs. I mean, 4 hearts has issues. It might be the case that East will have to find a spade lead to defeat that contract. Because otherwise, with West having the spade king and West getting in on the first 2 rounds of hearts, Declare can pull all of the trumps and play 4 rounds of diamonds pitching a spade. Okay, 3 hearts by North showing 5. South is definitely going to bid the heart game. I mean, South has no idea that partner has such weak hearts and such strength in the other suits. Looks on the surface like 3 no might be the better contract. Yeah, and East doesn't find the spade lead, so I think Declare is going to make it from here. Win like the Jack of Diamonds in the north hand. Lead a heart to the queen. Maybe you duck a heart rather than leading a heart to the queen, but either way, West is just going to get stuck in and has no way to establish that spade trick. So eventually it's going to go on the 4th round of diamonds. Was there any indication for East to lead a spade auction-wise? Not really. You know, this feels kind of like a low information puppet Stamen type hand, where South is able to ask again and get information that partner has 5 hearts and not 4 spades. So South could have almost anything over here. Just has some reason to prefer playing a 5-3 heart fit to 3 no. So another good result for North-South. I mean, this could be a complete slaughter, and we're only 5 boards in. Other table has yet to finish the play on board 4. Declare chooses to win the king. So we'll see if Declare puts up the Queen of Hearts or ducks. I like the Queen at least against expert players, because a strong East would definitely find a duck from Ace King third. Whereas, you know, maybe against lower level opponents, East would be far more likely to win the Ace or King in that spot. Yeah, so West switches to clubs, gets the bad news, gets in with the Jack of Hearts again, and there's really nothing they can do. I wonder if West is going to switch to spades here. I think she should. This is a really nice play on defense. It's not going to work because Declare has the Queen of Spades, but West tried to put partner in with a club. Partner said, no, I don't have clubs. So West's only hope before spades go away on the diamonds is to set up a spade trick while partner still has the King of Hearts. So 10 tricks. Wouldn't be surprised if that's a push, although I mean, I could see North-South getting to 3-0, which is going to make relatively easily with the King of Spades and West's hand. I can definitely see them getting to 4 hearts and East finding a spade lead, but I think it's a lot more natural to East lead from one of his minors. Pass, pass. West opens a club in third. Not keen on the no trump opening, I see. East bids a heart. South will come in with a spade now. Has a pretty good hand as a passed hand. Some systems would have opened that for sure. Support double from West. I wonder if North is going to do something. He's got an 11 count. He doesn't have a spade fit. I mean, the hand really looks like a misfit. Yeah, North does decide to pass. I like the decision. So he spits 2 hearts. This could pass out. North has one more opportunity if he wants to balance with 2-0 to come into the auction. That would find their diamond fit. Again, like competing for part. Whoa! 3 clubs by West. Uh-oh. So West is making a game try. I mean, it's 15. King of Spades doesn't look like a bad card. But all East did was bid 2 hearts, right? Like, to me, I'm not even convinced that we have a heart fit yet as West, so 3 clubs feels like really, really scary. Because if we don't have a heart fit and we don't have a club fit, then we're just vulnerable at the 3 level with no fit anywhere. And of course, partner had an opportunity to make a game try himself over the support double if he had some extras. Yeah, 3 clubs feels like we might have missed the flow of the auction. But we'll see how Declare plays it. So the opening singleton club lead did not really work for the defense. North did well not to cover. Spade to the ace, spade ruff. Now North is going to play back a club. The 8 of clubs, nice. Let partner know that I can still ruff another spade. Yeah, and Declare is getting in some trouble. The clubs were really solid. It's true. I mean, I would rather play the 4-3 heart fit than an unknown club fit, especially at 1 level lower, and especially because we might actually have a heart fit. If we have 5-3 heart fit, I'm excited that we found our fit. That is a big play. That Queen of Hearts. Because East doesn't actually have the trump spots to pick up any of the trump holdings by making this play. But he was very convinced that the clubs were 6-1 based on the opening lead in the auction. And I think he's right about that. All right, another club comes. South has 2 trump tricks, so this is going to be down 2. Amateur team gets on the board. Picking up 5 imps on board 4. 5 diamonds doubled, down 3. Yeah, look at that. You know, I was advocating for West maybe raising diamonds at the table we were watching. It very a 2 diamond raise in the auction easily could have propelled East into the kind of poor save. 5 diamonds. I mean, 800 versus 620 is only 5 imps, but it's not an insignificant amount. North opened a heart on the 10 count. 2 diamond overcall by Seligman. 2 spades by South. Diamond raise by West. I mean, very understandable in this auction. King third of diamonds. 4 spades by North, and Seligman just wasn't having any of it. Decides to try 5 clubs. It's a hard hand. East has a spade void. They found a diamond fit, but also East knows that he overcalled only on a 5-card diamond suit. I would be very tempted to defend 4 spades with the East cards. 5 diamonds appears to be going down a lot of the time. And 4 spades could be going down. Partner could have trump tricks over there. 5 clubs feels like a pretty poor bid to me. All right, board 7. Pass by South, diamond opening by West. East has a nice hand. This is an important question. Let's find out if Ron bids 2 clubs or 2 diamonds. Now I'll know, because I am playing with him this weekend in the tournament. Okay, Ron bids 2 clubs with this hand type. That is useful information. Either is fine. My general preference is to support partner, but these inverted minor auctions can get a little bit tricky when they aren't game forcing. So like if East bids 2 diamonds and West bids, I don't know, 2 no or 3 diamonds, some sort of non-forcing bid on the East hand, you know, like I guess you could bid 3 no. Maybe you should angle for 5 diamonds because your major suits are a little bit weak. Anyway, here we are. Looks like they've settled in 3 no. East has one final decision if he wants to show a little bit of extras with his 16 count, but he says no, we're good here. You got 9 top tricks. I wonder what North is going to lead. Oh yeah, 3 no from West. It's true that over 3 diamonds, West really doesn't want to bid 3 no, but I don't falter for the 3 no bid. It's kind of hard to come up with an alternative that makes sense. Normally 3 hearts and 3 spades would show a stopper and ask for a stopper in the other suit, and West just doesn't have a stopper in either. So, I mean, West could definitely have given up on no trump the way the auction's gone. Partners showed clubs and diamonds, right? And East doesn't need to be balanced like this. East could be unbalanced, like 5 or 6 clubs and 4 diamonds. So imagine the East hand has like ace doubleton of hearts, singleton spade, and is 6-4 in the minors. 5 diamonds is making, and 3 no has no play. That is kind of what the auction sounds like to me, but it is good to know that Ron's style is to just bid 2 clubs with this hand type. This is one of the reasons why I think 2 clubs is like an awkward bid too. I mean, it's not obvious what you're supposed to do with the East hand, because here 3 no just has 9 tricks and 5 diamonds does not make with the Queen of Hearts offside. Should South have found a spade switch? Heart to the queen, heart. I don't think so. I mean, certainly not at imps. At match points, maybe. Yeah, at match points, it's a much different story. But at imps, South is hoping they have 3 heart tricks, maybe 4 heart tricks. What was the opening lead? It was the 2, and they are playing 4th best. I think. Actually, I don't know if they're playing 4th best. Do they have convention cards on here? They don't. Yeah, actually, maybe it's a more interesting question than I thought. Whether or not South should switch to spades, because even if North has a diamond card, so that Declare isn't just running diamonds, you're only scoring 3 hearts in your diamond card on a heart continuation. Yeah, you're probably right. Spade switch is indicated. Would have saved an overtrick here as well. So Declare's got her 10, Ace of Spades will cash, and then North has the rest. One imp on board 5. North, South in the other room managed to find 3 no trump. 14 to 17, 1 no opener. All 14s and all 17s. Interesting range. Stamen, 3 no. So South decided they didn't want to go looking for a 5-3 heart fit. And they get to, I don't know, arguably a better game contract. Board 8, pass by West. North has a big hand, so North will open a club, Polish style. East should preempt in diamonds. Here's another interesting question. How many diamonds is Ron gonna bid? Without seeing what he does, my feeling is he's only gonna bid 2. But I like 3 on the East cards. I mean, 6-3-2-2 is such a bad shape. And being experienced as Ron is, he kind of, reasonably understands that, like, this isn't exactly a 3 diamond preempt. But over the strong, could be strong 1 club opener, I would be very tempted to just bid 3. On the East cards, make the opponents figure it out. I guess as North, we just bid 3 no here. I don't really know their system. Maybe they have a different way of disambiguating this from, like, other hand types. North could, of course, bid 3 diamonds if he wants to game force, but doesn't know where to go yet. It just kind of feels like there's not enough room to find out if partner is completely broke. So you just game force the North cards. But I haven't played Polish Club. I have no idea what they're going to do. North decides to double, just in case South had a, penalty available. And now it's going to be to North to figure out how much to bid. 2 spades, 2 no, 3 no all seem like reasonable choices to me. Maybe 3 diamonds even. I guess 3 diamonds would be looking for a 5-3 heart fit. Okay, 2 spades. I think South is going to pass this. I mean, I don't know what's going on in the North hand, but this doesn't sound forcing to me. Okay, never mind. I guess it was forcing. I'm learning so much about the Polish system. Okay, yeah, 5 spades, very strong. So this is effectively 2 clubs, 2 diamonds, 2 spades. Hand strength. 3 diamonds by south, 3 no by north. I like the disclosure from north. I mean, they might not have had all of the most ideal disclosure systemically on the previous 4 heart hand, but I think they're doing a good job in an online setting trying to tell the opponents what's going on. I'm pretty sure 2 spades is not alertable in the ACBL, for what it's worth. King of diamonds opening lead. I like the effort, just in case someone has a singleton queen. And now what? So Declare has 2 diamonds. I'm pretty sure Declare is gonna play a heart to the queen at trick 2. I'm just thinking about it. Two diamonds. We'll be able to take 4 spades, but we have some, some issues with that. We need to get a bunch of other tricks. We need 3 tricks in the round suits, unless the queen third of spades is on side. I suppose Declare could try playing for a queen doubleton of spades in East hand. They could go ace king of spades. It's obviously not going to work here. Yeah, so they do just go ace king of spades. I think this is a good attempt. I mean, if you can score 5 spade tricks, then you only need 1 trick in each minor. Ace, king, jack of spades. So East is going to show out. He'll pitch a diamond. Probably in a way that he can give a suit preference for clubs. So I kind of like the 3 diamonds discard. It looks like this should be a suit preference signal, as opposed to whatever you're trying to convey in the diamond suit, right? Partner knows that your discards in diamonds, that's probably the only suit that you can pitch from on this hand, so it has to convey extra meaning. Club, king, ace. Yeah, and now East has to decide, is partner getting squeezed? Am I getting squeezed? He exits a low diamond. Once again, asking for clubs. West can pitch spades. Ooh. West has pitched a heart, which hasn't cost yet, and I guess West is not going to make another discard. I think Declare is going down 2. Declare can lead a heart to the queen right now. West will have to win the ace, otherwise a heart to the king would score the contract. West can... Ooh, actually Declare might go down quite a few if West wins the ace of hearts and plays the low club back. But I was thinking if West, wins the ace of hearts and just passively exits, Declare might plan to throw West in to try and get a lead away from the jack of clubs, and East might be able to cash out in some end position. Okay, 10 of spades first. East pitches a heart. um, it's a little scary to make that heart discard. I don't think it has cost, but it's definitely a little bit. I would be worried about pitching from Jack Doubleton of Hearts in this position. So another spade. I think East is going to pitch a diamond now. You never really want to void yourself in some suit on defense. Okay, we've stripped all the spades. So now a heart, jack, queen, ace would in fact end play West if West had the jack of clubs in addition. West couldn't exit a heart away from the 10 and couldn't exit a club away from the jack, but yeah, so club to the queen. I think North is going to exit a club here. It's not match points. You just got to try and make the contract that you got into. So, you know, if West has the jack of clubs, West actually gets end played, has to lead a heart away from the 10. East is going to cash the rest. You know, it doesn't sound as if West has the club jack, right? Maybe that's what North is thinking about. It's like, sure, the only way I can make it is if West has the jack of clubs, but the way the defense has gone and the way that East has been discarding and like furiously asking for clubs makes it sound as if they have the jack of clubs. You could save 2 imps by cashing out here for down 1. Tough play to make, but what are they going to do? Well, the match has gotten a little bit closer, in fact. Oh my god. Board 6, they got to 4 hearts in the other room. North does cash out. Wow, what a player. What a player. Exits a heart, so East can pitch his diamond, retain the winning jack of clubs. Yeah, a club, a heart, a spade, support double, 2 hearts. Well, West also bid 3 clubs in the other room. Imps is a hard game, you know? So they get all the way up to 4 hearts on their cards. West apparently just intent on game forcing. I suppose opposite like ace 5th of hearts and nothing else, game has pretty good play. The king of spades, so the ace of spades is likely on the side. You might just lose a spade, a diamond, and a heart. Could have been a disaster if North-South worked out to go after this. I think North should double 4 hearts. I really think North should double 4 hearts in this auction. Partners found an overcall. You have 11. Suits are splitting badly for the opponents. It's a misfit. I really like double. Even at match points, I would double. I think it's going down more than half the time. But at imps, there's like no cost to doubling it. And you just win a huge swing for your team. East hand was pretty soft on board 6, yeah. Can't really blame East. They had a club void. Partner opened in their void. They had 5-4 in the majors. A spade, a no trump. What is this? Forcing. Oh yeah, Ron likes to play forcing. Oh no. Why did I agree to this? I forgot that Ron likes to play a lot of these really retro 2/1 conventions. Forcing no trump. What else did I hate? Oh yeah, that the 2 of a major rebid doesn't promise extra length. I assume 2-no for us promises extra length then. I should probably clarify that. 2 diamonds, 2 spades. How did the play go here? Heart to the ace, spade to the 10 and king. Retro gaming with Ron Smith. That sounds like a good video title. When I do my tournament recap video. Diamond to the ace, diamond to the queen. Looks like they missed a game, huh? Diamonds are splitting. It's not a terrible game contract. But I guess it's pretty bad. You need the spades to split, 1 of 2 honors on side, and the diamonds to split, or some very lucky King Doubleton of diamonds. He does get a beer, exits the 5 of clubs. So that's important. He did open a 9 count. Maybe he was a little bit ashamed at that point in the auction over 2 spades, so he didn't take another call. It's not hard to imagine that a game making, though. If partner has, like, King Doubleton of spades and King third of diamonds, game is there, and that's a 6 count. East opens a heart. 12. West can bid a forcing no trump again. North is not going to come in. So East will bid 2 clubs. West should probably bid 3 clubs. You could decide to make a limit raise by bidding the impossible 2 spades, but I don't think the West hand is quite good enough for that. That to me would look more like 5 or 6 card club support with like a 9 count, maybe a fitting heart honor as well. So forcing no trump. East will bid 2 clubs. Not Gazilli. I wonder if Ron likes Gazilli, or if he knows Gazilli. Maybe I can convince him to play that. Three plus 2 clubs. 3 plus 2 clubs is interesting. I wonder what you're supposed to do with 4-5-2-2 shape then. Yeah, I'm not really sure. I like the 3 club bid by West. I'll pass. I imagine South leads a spade. Trump is interesting. Queen 10, 5th of hearts, sitting behind the heart bidder. Trump does protect your heart holding, although the singleton jack is not the most appealing lead. I like it. Yeah, spade's kind of a shot in the dark. North ducks. So now king of diamonds. Ducked again? Probably ducked again? You gotta know partner has 10 doubleton. Maybe it's real bad to duck this. How's the play gonna go if you duck? Ace of hearts, heart rough. Queen of diamonds. Now that we've spent forever thinking, isn't it? Yeah, okay. So North just wins the diamond ace. Spade to the queen. North Coast switch to the king of spades. They instead decide to play declare for some sort of spade guess, where South has the jack of spades, for example. That's why North switched to the deuce. Club. Hey, Shift. Good morning. Man, club was a really interesting play. Because now Declare has lost access to all of the diamond. Oh, no. The diamonds are set up. I apologize. Declare can now just start cashing diamonds. Yeah. Now he's in great shape. Pitch a heart. 10 falls. Now we know we're in excellent shape. Now we can pitch 2 spades or whatever. 9 of diamonds cashes, pitches a... that was not the right card, was it? That was definitely not the right card to discard. Ron's drunk. We could have just pitched a spade, roughed the diamond low, and then roughed a heart with the queen of clubs to score an over trick. I mean, whatever. It's an over trick. It's imps. Happy we made the contract. It was not exactly a friendly lie of the North-South cards, but things worked out. Plus 110. $16 count in the West. Is she gonna open a no trump? I feel like she's learned too well from her dad that... Oh, Ron. Yeah. He definitely realizes that he goofed that one. Maybe it was a misclick, in fact. Yeah, the diamonds and clubs being in the same hand was kind of nice. It's true. I feel like the defense was a little bit soft, but maybe there's just nothing they can do. 3-0 went down 2 in the other room. Look at that. The cash out earns their side 2 imps. Good card reading. West opens a heart. East bids 2 hearts. Do you make a try as West? I think the answer is no. It's like technically a 16 count, but singleton queen, your 4-card suit that you're planning to set up is Jack 6 4 deuce. What do we need for game to make? Let's say partner has king queen 3rd of spades. Is 2 hearts a little more constructive with a forcing no trump? Good question. I don't know stylistically what what the difference would be between two hearts or going through a no trump. I mean, nothing really changes because a no trump is forcing, I would say. So, yeah, I don't believe that the forcing no trump versus semi-forcing no trump matters. Looks like two spades was actually just an artificial game try, not natural. Could explain why East didn't make a move, or maybe just because he has a 7 count and his hand is terrible. Which amateur team are they playing against? Good question. So north-south have two spades, a spade rough, a club, and a diamond to beat this. Alternatively, okay, north leads the club ace. I mean, Declare has some problems. And I think if left on her own, she would probably go down. Because the natural way to play the spade suit is like low to the jack and low back to the 9. But there are two clubs that she can use. Yeah, this queen of diamonds switch is not going to do it. Queen of diamonds around to the king. Okay, well, Declare does not have an easy dummy entry. Otherwise, we could just pitch two spades on the king jack of clubs and give up a diamond trick. So the way to play the spades is still low to the 9. But I wonder, given the 4-1 trump split, maybe it's better to play north for honor doubleton in spades as opposed to the 10. I actually think that might be true. Okay, yeah, the 10 of diamonds is just going to hold. So, has this cost Declare the contract? This might have just cost Declare the contract playing the diamond 10. That was very, very risky. You know they're not going to win the diamond ace. So it's a bit of hopefulness playing that diamond 10. North thinking. It strips North's diamond. Interesting point. Well, I mean, I think Declare can still go down, right? Yeah, Declare plays a spade to the 9. This was not it. Wait. Unblock the ace of spades. Wait. No. This is really important. There we go. Nice defense. That was exceptional defense from North. And see, North was thinking about it when Declare played a low spade up. North was thinking about pitching the ace of spades later. That was really nicely done by North to beat the contract. But I think Declare should have got this right, given the 4-1 heart split. I'm not saying like this is a big blunder or mistake, but I think like percentage-wise, you probably should be playing North for a doubleton spade here, and therefore spade to the queen is better. But I'm glad we saw Declare play a spade to the 9 because that was really hot defense from North. Pitch the spade ace. But North was ready for it. North was really ready for it. Would have been another good reason to play the Queen of Spades because North is the safe hand. That's a good point as well. Yeah, if you play a spade to the Queen and then duck a spade out of hand, or even exit the Jack, I guess it doesn't matter, right? North would win and be forced or be unplayed into giving dummy the last 2 club tricks. Yeah, but I think the 10 of diamonds was just kind of I haven't played in a bunch of high level competition plays. Because against, weaker defenders, they might just win the ace of diamonds when you lead the 10, not sure about the diamond count for whatever reason. And then you just have an entry and you have a claimer for 9 tricks. The problem with playing the diamond 10 is if the opponents both follow and then you play a spade and they win and then force you in diamonds, now you play another spade and they have a diamond to cash. Maybe. Depends on the layout of the cards. A heart, 4 diamonds splinter. Double ask for spade lead? Gangster. What an agreement. Very nice. Very nice. Yes, and North leads the ace of spades. This is going to go down a trick. Spade lead didn't matter. Yeah, North was trying to figure out if they should lead low or high from ace third. They decided to just play it safe and lead the ace. So, Declare has nothing to do other than hope the Queen Jack Doubleton of clubs or Singleton club honor or something. 10 imps on board 9, 4 spades was bid in the other room. East opened a spade, West bid again a forcing no trump, 2 diamonds by East. In that room, West bid 2-0, and I like a 2 spade bid better. I think 2 spades is a better bid, but I also think that Pepsi is just trying to declare the hand because he's playing with a sponsor. So that's why the 2-0 bid from West. There's not a large difference, but I tend to prefer just making false preferences in these auctions most of the time. And if partner has extras, then we can find our way to a game. It's probably close, but I think Pepsi might have bid 2 spades if he's playing with an expert partner. 3 spades by East. 3 spades is a big bid, but it makes sense opposite the 2-0 bid. And West happy to bid 4 with 2 aces. If West hand was the same 10 count, but a bunch of kings and queens. Would think you'd play for the squeeze here, but nothing works. The squeeze. Was I paying attention? There is no squeeze. You just score an extra trick by roughing a diamond in the East hand. So, yeah, there's no squeeze. If you run all your trumps, now you have a 2 loser end position, as opposed to a 1 loser end position. North opens a heart. It's not a very good hand. Singleton king. 2-0 from South. 4 or more hearts, invitational. Exactly invitational? It's probably invitational plus. I'm not... Yeah, because North wouldn't accept an invite. I think it's invitational plus. Wait. I just said North wouldn't accept an invite, and yet they accepted an invite. Roll editor, remove that from the tapes. Um, yeah. Oh boy. I don't know. Why did North accept an invite? Like, the shape is nice, but it's a pretty bad hand. The Jack of Hearts is a bad card, given that we have a 9-card trump fit. Well, we'll see. Maybe they'll prove me wrong if they can make this. There are like 3 top losers in the Ace of Spades and Ace King of Diamonds. And then Declare still has a club problem and a trump problem. They can pick everything up. Offside queen, doubleton of clubs. Spade to the ace. Yeah, how do we defend as West? Probably just switch to a diamond. Low diamond. Even vulnerable imps, this is a little bit sketchy. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, what did he catch? He caught not the perfect hand from partner, but partner had nothing wasted in spades opposite his singleton king. Partner has trumps where we could potentially pick up the trump suit. I don't know. He was obviously hoping for something else from South's hand. King of Diamonds or Ace of Diamonds would have been a big card. The Ace of Diamonds, we might have no diamond losers. Hey, Norm. Partner lacking the 10 of hearts is shameful. Yeah, a little bit. Well, we have an end play to get out for down 1. Queen of Diamonds, 10 of Diamonds, exit a trump. And West has to return the Queen of Clubs, which picks up the suit for us. So all in all, not too bad, but it's not a great game to have ended up in. Jack third of clubs is such a unfortunate value. East gets to open. He'll open a club. Got an 11 count. I guess South passes. So we'll see West bid a heart. 2 hearts from East. Another important question. I'm going to be laser focused on what Ron does on this hand. Two clubs, 2 hearts. I know, this is very exciting. I'm ready. 2 hearts. I like 2 hearts. That would probably be my preference. Take out a double from South. West knows they have a decent heart fit. West has spade length, though. Yeah, I kind of like 3 hearts. Even opposite a 4-card heart suit over there, it's pretty unlikely that we have a game. So maybe just make the preempt. West could have tried something like 3 diamonds, I suppose, or 2 spades or something to make a game try. 3 spades by North. and West decides to let it go unpunished. Probably the right thing to do. I mean, at match points, I 100% smash this with the West cards, but at teams, it's probably a little bit scary to do so. The South double includes club length? I think so. Trump lead. I think I like this from East. He definitely doesn't want to lead away from the heart ace. A club from King Jack 6 is a little scary, and Queen of Diamonds is likely to be one of the opponent's suits. So may as well make the only passive lead he has. Oh, God. North worked out what was going on in club. Maybe North worked out what was going on in clubs, given the non-club lead. And East reads it. So club to the 9. West wins the stiff ace. Plays a heart. I'm not sure I like that play. I think as West, you're happy to pull trumps. You know, it looks like Declare wants to ruff a hardened dummy. It looks like Declare wants to ruff clubs in their hand. Yeah, I really don't like the way that West defended this. And also on the heart switch. Yeah, why not the Queen of Hearts? That's maybe a better question. Yeah, that would have been a much more important card to play. Now, is Declare going to still end up off 1? I think the answer is no. I think Declare can make it now, right? Wait. No, we're like a little bit slow, right? On a club, West gets to pitch a diamond. I mean, it was getting real close to Declare being able to make this. Wait, Declare could have made it. Declare could have played a spade to the 7 and then roughed a diamond with the ace of spades to pull trumps. West didn't pitch a diamond! No! Oh, the Queen of Clubs also makes? Yeah, you're so right. The Queen of Clubs was set up. Wait, what is happening? Why did Declare lead a low club? Not the Queen. Holy cow. Didn't Declare have a full count on the hand, or am I missing something? East turned up with 6 clubs. Yeah, Declare was always going to need to hook West for the spade queen. Well, that feels like something went wrong defensively. I do feel like the big lesson, though, is that East got off to a trump lead, and West is sitting there, like, being a little bit sad that her Queen of Spades has been picked up and that Declare has all the spade spots and she was never getting a trump trick. But you gotta, like, overcome that, you know? That's just the way the cards were dealt. And your partner got off to a trump lead because they thought it was right, and it looks like once you come around to the fact that your Queen Fourth of Spades is effectively 4 small, then continuing trumps has a lot going for it. Well, minus 140, not going to be a great result east-west on that one. Pass, pass, 4 hearts. East makes a takeout double. Pass. West bids 4 spades. I like the 4 spade bid. I do feel like most of the time you want to be passing out some of these doubles of 4 of a major. But here, West has very little defense, all offense, and a pretty big spade fit. There's a heart, 2 clubs, a spade, maybe to lose. 5 hearts makes. Ooh. Yeah, wait a second. South might bid 5 hearts here. There's also a diamond guess that declares pretty likely to get wrong, or maybe South just gets a diamond rough. Oh, interesting. So South doesn't even bid 5 hearts. South bids 4 no to show a good hand. This is some hot stuff. South is worried that East-West are going to compete to 5 spades. And so South wants their partner in on the decision about whether to double 5 spades or pass it out or something like that. That's kind of cool. You know, 4 no trump probably has no other meaning in this auction, so using it to just show a good hand. I think this is general, like, standard expert agreement. 4 no in a lot of places where it can't be key card and it can't be 2 places to play kind of defaults to showing a good raise to 5 of whatever suit. As long as North fields this, right? Looks like North and South might not be on the same page because North is thinking. These players seem pretty good. Yeah. I like how BBO stripped them of their stars. Maybe this is just a VuGraph thing, that you don't get a star when you're on VuGraph, one of the VuGraph tables. Even though this isn't like real VuGraph, it's not like there's an operator and these are being played in some convention center. Okay, 5 hearts. Pass, pass. So West has another opportunity. West decides to let it go this time. I'm curious about what's going to happen in the other room. I think the auction's going to go somewhat similar. 4 hearts, take out double, pass by South, maybe. And I'll be keeping an eagle eye out for what Pepsi does with the West hand. I think he's going to realize that 5 spades is going to be a cheap save. And at imps, that's generally the right thing to do. Is if you know your side has a cheap sacrifice, then you just take it. At match points, it's a lot scarier, because if 5 hearts is going down, then bidding 5 spades just loses the board. East could have a lot more. Maybe. I mean, listening to the auction, South could have some stuff. I mean, it sounds like South does have some stuff. North obviously had a little bit extra for the preempt. You don't think the 4 heart opening will be duplicated? It's 3rd seat, but it is unfavorable. It's a good point. All right, we'll head over to the other room for that one. That might be another big board in the match. I also like the 4 heart opener. But you're totally right. North might open 1 heart in the other room. North opens a no trump, 16 count. This is a really good 16. Jack 10 9, King Queen 10 9 5th. Bunch of aces and kings. Ace King Doubleton isn't great, but at least it's aces and kings. Transfer to spades, 2-no looks like something. Some sort of invite in no trump. 4 spades by North, of course. Huge hand over there. Ron gets off to a singleton club lead. There appear to be 4 quick defensive tricks. Ace of hearts, ace of spades, ace of diamonds, and the club ruff, which is marked from the opening lead. Three, six, seven of clubs. I probably would play the 9 of clubs as West. You know partner's leading a singleton, and you know partner's going to want to put you in to get a club ruff. So I would do my best to just let partner know that my entry is in hearts on every signal that I can possibly make. And I think what Ron's going to do is Declare is going to play a trump here. Maybe? Wait a second. Declare has some issues, right? Declare has to deal with this Jack 10 of clubs. Maybe Declare is going to cash the king or play the king of clubs. Huh. Well, if Declare plays a trump, Ron is going to duck. He's going to want to wait and get a signal from his partner. So he'll duck the first spade and win the second. Or maybe even duck 2 rounds of spades and then win the next one. To find out if his partner wants a diamond or a heart switch. It's probably right to duck 2 rounds of spades, yeah? There might not be a fast entry to the south hand. Your partner could have the king of hearts instead of the ace. Although we still can't get partner in that case, so I'm not sure. Yeah, how is Declare going to deal with the club losers? It feels like playing the king of clubs is the right thing to do. The way the opening lead is going, clubs are either 6-1 or East has the club queen. We don't know about the Jack of diamonds falling. I mean, maybe Declare should lead the king of diamonds out of hand at trick 2. If our plan is to rough clubs in the north hand, we're going to need entries to south to get over there to play clubs. Okay, leads a heart. Well, this is going to make things easy for the defense. Heart to the ace, club, rough. Then the play will speed up a little bit. What? I'm sorry. That was not it. That was really not it. Oh. I feel like West just, I don't know, Declare's long think put West into a trance, and she forgot about the opening lead. Yeah, it was known that East had a singleton club. You've been in a trance yourself sometimes? Mm-hmm. All right. The tank gambit. It works on the best of us. I have no idea what Declare is doing. I mean, yes, you can, and maybe it's safe or safest to just like play diamonds. This is 100%. I think you should pitch a heart though. I don't know why Declare is pitching clubs. Probably doesn't matter. South upset with their partner for continuing to play cards. Yells at him to claim. North refuses. South wants to leave and take their break. I think the team is five-handed, usually. Seligman plays about half the boards or half the matches. This is kind of like a nice instructive point, though, on how to handle sometimes bad trump splits where like you can just play winners through the hand that has the long trumps. And if they don't ruff, you can pitch your other winners and continue to play winners through them. All right, now we'll probably see a claim. Declare just has one loser. If he refuses to claim now, I think that would be insulting. But I think it was perfectly fine to not claim earlier. Even if you're 100%, it's a little bit complicated to explain how it's going to play out in every example. Well, board 13. So this is the one where four hearts went down opposite on a similar type auction. Pepsi over here came in with three spades, just hoping to direct the opening lead against four hearts. Seligman picks up five trumps and a singleton heart and was, basically just didn't want to let the opponents have their way in the auction, bid four spades. Not crazy, but yeah, definitely not crazy. Big 12 imps. So Seligman, the match is close again, although we do think, especially that board 15, could be a big result for their team. You dislike three spades more than four? Yeah, West has a lot of defense, and I mean, he's kind of okay with almost any opening lead. But when you have most of the defensive assets, because he figures his partner is going to be almost broke, it can be really important to get a finesse through the dummy at trick one. And that's probably what Pepsi was thinking. Like, remember, going all the way back to board... Where is it? Board 5 from the table that we were watching. Ron needed to find a spade lead at trick 1 to... Wait, a spade lead isn't even good enough? Hold on. Hold, please. Well, spade lead would have made Declare's life a lot more complicated. And I think Declare probably would have just played low at trick 1 and gone down. But yeah, a finesse through dummy can be very important when you have all of the missing defensive assets. I don't think I would bid three spades, but I do understand what Pepsi was going for. I don't think it's so crazy. Look at this. Hey, look at this. So, against three spades, East led a club. West won the singleton ace. And West, looking at Queen 9-8, fourth of spades, switched to a trump himself. What a player. He realized that, like, his trumps are going nowhere. So it's more like he has four small trumps, and in that case, it's often right to pull the defender's trumps. Yeah. That's how Declare could make it on a spade lead, 4 rounds of diamonds, but I'm pretty sure Declare just plays low at trick one. So how is the hand gonna play it? Wait a second. We're not even in three spades. Dude, West is declaring three hearts. Man, I got really excited. I saw three spades in the upper left, and in fact, it is three hearts. Here's the auction. Yeah, editor, once again, cut that out. I am the editor. Let me pull up the standings. Especially if we're going to be here for another little while. So this is... Oh my god, this website is so badly designed. Oh. So I thought this was a event with like 16 teams or something. It looks like they've divided it into like 2 brackets now. So this is the top bracket. And then there's only 8 teams. And then they have another bracket with 8 more teams. Maybe it's similar to like Bean Cup, where you can like move up or down depending on how well you do in the previous event. Yeah, I'll pull up the standings after this set. Maybe we'll do one more match. I need to get lunch, but I can probably do another match and then get something to eat. So how's Declara doing in this contract? We like rough a club with the Queen of Hearts, and if that holds up, then we're making it. Heart to the ace. Declare is doing bad in this contract? Okay. Down 1. So this could have been a 3-ump win going the way of amateurs. Instead, it's going to be a 3-ump loss. With 3 hearts going down 1 in this room. Declare just has a cross ruff, or can pull trumps and the club is good. So 6-imp swung on that little bit of missed defense in the other room. Seligman up by 11 with 2 boards to play. All right, 2 passes, gonna go around to North. We'll see what North decides to open. Still like the 4-heart opener from the other table, but maybe this player will open a heart. There's 4 hearts. So we're going to get the same takeout double from East. And first question is, does South just bid 5 hearts immediately? I could see an argument for it, but I don't know. Why, right? I guess bidding 5 hearts immediately could stop the opponents from finding a good diamond sacrifice or spade sacrifice. What? I'm sorry, hello? Excuse me. Can we get the ViewGraph operator back in here to fix the error? East passed over 4 hearts? East is a singleton. Dude, Pepsi is fucking losing his mind right now. He might bid 4 spades. No, hold on. East has to be like 2-1-5-5, right? There's no way that East could be passing. West knows that his partner has a bunch of values. So the only reason that East could pass is he doesn't have spades. Yeah, but Pepsi just eventually like shrugs and is like, well, I feel like my hands are tied. Like, yes, we could have a good 5 of a minor, but I can't bid it myself. Okay. Disappointing. Yeah, just a normal push board. 11 tricks and hearts. I wanted to see the wheels spinning in West's mind as he worked out that 5 spades was a good save. Perhaps North bid a very powerful 4 hearts. Could, right? You know, that would be the alternative. I think if I'm playing at a table full of experts, it's much more likely that my partner's sitting on like 2-1-5-5 and just doesn't feel like bidding 4-0. Or maybe like 2-2-4-5, right? 2-2-4-5, 17 count. Last board. Four hard bid worked. Questionable whether it should have. I mean, if North opens a heart, East will double, South will bid 2-0 or something. West will bid 3 spades or 4 spades. North will bid 5 hearts. I'm not sure. I don't know how the auction would go. 14-17, 1-0. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. I guess we're having a little bit of political discussion between East and North. It's unclear to me. Anytime a bridge player says Trump, they could mean anything. I also don't think North is from the US. North is from whatever country this is. Which is, hold on. If I hover over the flag, does it tell me? What country is this? Is this Georgia? Georgia. Great. Thanks. Which could be mistaken for part of the US. We are getting like hyper political in the chat right now. Transfer to spades, 2-0, 4 spades, same auction. We'll get the same club lead from East. I wonder how Declare is going to handle the hand, though. It looks somewhat natural to cash the king of clubs at trick 2. I could see, I mean, leading a heart, like I said, our plan is to rough clubs, we need to create entries to the south hand. But to that extent, I would probably like to score my diamond trick before going about a cross rough. So that's why I kind of settled on king of diamonds at trick 2. Makes some sense to me. Heart to the queen makes sense. That was a really fast spade. Ooh, 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 ooh. Look what I said. Look, I'm so smart. See? 9 of clubs from West. West knows that his partner needs to get this club rough. He really wants to give suit preference signals. Can we get like a replay of that from the other room earlier? I probably would play the 9 of clubs as West. You know partner's leading a singleton, and you know partner's going to want to put you in to get a club rough. So I would do my best to just let partner know that my entry is in hearts. No Trump jokes. That would have been what, 2016, yeah? 2015, 2016. So like just as I was about wrapping up bridge. What is going on? Why did East just not get a rough? What are they doing? He has another chance. I mean, I don't fault Declara for playing a diamond to the king right now, but like... it's just what is happening all around on this hand. Yeah, like I said, I like East ducking the first round of spades if Declara takes this line of play, because then you can get a signal from your partner on the second round. Defense just, I mean, defense is really hard sometimes. Pepsi also pitched the 8 of clubs. Again, just kind of trying to confirm suit preference. And more importantly, this is an alarm signal, right? Because in third seat, you're expected to play only as high as necessary. So the fact that West played the 9 of clubs at trick 1 and then played the 8 of clubs later should send off alarm bells. I don't think East is paying any attention. Obviously, right? I mean, it's very clear that East is not paying any attention. Yeah, Seligman just doesn't want to expose the heart suit. He's really hoping Declara can just pull trumps and then cash out for 10 tricks. This would be a really strong match point defense. I mean, Declara's backed himself into a corner where he just has to hope the diamond's set up. He's going to get lucky. The jack shows up. So, push board. At higher levels, every card is suit preference. That's what you're learning, isn't it? Yeah. Oh my god. Wait, it's not a push. West gets trump squeezed on the run of the diamonds. Declara pitches 2 hearts on the next 2 diamonds, and West is trump squeezed. Hold on. The hand's not over yet. Oh, this is amazing. 10 tricks! What a fucking chump. Who was playing that? North. It's because they were distracted by the politics discussion in the chat. Just claims 10 tricks. What a fish. Here we go. So club to the ace, jack of spades, blah, 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 blah. A bunch of weird things have happened defensively. Trump squeezes tend to function when you have one loser, and you have exactly one trump in one of the remaining hands. That's kind of like the baseline for some simple ones. So diamond to the queen, 10 of diamonds, pitch a club. Yeah, let's continue playing. So 9 of diamonds, we now pitch a heart. West can throw a heart, but then on the 6 of diamonds, we pitch our last heart, and West gets squeezed. If they pitch a club, declare should have a count on the clubs, unblocks the king, roughs the heart back to hand, and the jack of clubs is good. Otherwise, if West pitches a heart, now the king of clubs represents an entry. We can rough out the ace of hearts. Dummy's good with 2 kings, we can claim here. Yeah, you just didn't have a count. But this is kind of how you recognize these positions, is that you count losers, or you kind of notice the loser count, and then as long as you're familiar with the idea, it's not that hard to execute some of these squeezes, but you kind of need to be familiar with them, because if you don't understand the mechanism, then some players would have like cashed the 5 of spades earlier, which would not have worked. Right? So you have to be familiar that the position for a trump squeeze looks similar to this, where you have one loser and you have exactly one trump in one of the hands. And it's different from many of the other types of simple squeezes because trump provides the necessary communication. If North had another club, then we could have ended up in the south hand and led the 5 of spades, and it would just be a simple squeeze against West. But because the club suit happens to be blocked, we have to play for the trump squeeze. Kind of cute. Do trump squeezes often involve a blocked suit? Yes. In fact, it's kind of necessary because of how you need to have extra threats otherwise. So let me think about that. Are there trump squeezes that don't have a block? I'm pretty sure they have to have a block suit. Because, like, look at what happens to the North hand here. So imagine North actually had an extra club in this position. So pull one of these hearts into the club suit. What do you discard from the North hand on this spade, right? For the squeeze to operate, we understand the end position that needs to be reached. We need to get to like king of clubs and king doubleton of hearts. So we have to keep our hearts, but we also have to keep all of our diamonds. So we necessarily would have to block the club suit by pitching a club here on this 8 of spades. So that's why like trump squeezes, I think, you probably shouldn't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure all of them involve a block suit because you just have to keep extra length in the other suit that you're hoping to rough out to score an extra winner. But yeah, good question. In that case, didn't you mess up the Vienna coup by failing to cash the club king? No, because there's no entry in the heart suit to the North hand, right? You need the club king entry to the heart suit. Yeah, we'll do a thing on trump squeezes. I think there was a trump squeeze that I played recently in one of the free events, but yeah, an important thing is that squeezes need entries to both hands, generally. I mean, almost certainly. Someone needs to be able to play to one of the hands that has winners. So stepping stone squeezes, you have an entry via the help of an opponent. But yeah, if we were to cash the king of clubs, you can see that with West having the heart ace, there's no entry to North's hand. So while we could then run the diamonds and maybe rough a heart to get back to the south hand, like, West wouldn't need to protect their ace of hearts. They could just discard it, basically, because we have no entry to get back to North. So the king of clubs is an important card, and that's why it is important to block the club suit. Not only to preserve the extra heart length, but also because the king of clubs is a necessary entry to the North hand. So I think like the two big things on trump squeezes are like you need two entries to the hand that has the suit you're trying to rough out. You need one to get over there to rough the suit. In that case, the first entry is diamonds. So you have diamonds, and now Declare gets to run all of the diamond tricks and then can rough the heart. But then you need a second entry to get back there. And therefore, in the opposite hand, kind of the only entry you have to the other hand is by roughing a card using a trump.